Hello there everyone, I am Pepino back playing more Banished here at Pepland. And it is what is now basically a very small village trying to survive in the harsh world. We've got a basic farm up and going, we've got everyone with jobs to do, we've got our docks going, we've got 2 of them. We have our little hamlet out in the woods for chopping down trees and stuff like that, and for hunting. And all in all, I think we've got a pretty good basic setup. So, we're going to resume, we're going to let people go about their business, we're going to check on our crops and such. Alright. We could use one more farmer, probably, and we could use more fishermen, because that'll help with our food a whole lot. But we gotta wait for more people to grow up for that to happen. We have more houses scheduled to be built whenever our builders get around to it. But right now, they are first busy gathering stone and iron and things like that, which we will need in order to build the houses. So that's going on in this area here. We just had someone else grow up, so that's good. I think we'll leave them. Should we leave them as a laborer? Probably. Yeah, for now, until we get more of this stone and stuff cut, at least. The reserve of logs is low. Okay. Well, how's our woodcutter doing? We're cutting and planting. Okay. So that's good. Those are things that we need to do. Maybe, though, should we tell him not to plant stuff for now? We'll have to remember to change that back later, but we should definitely probably tell him not to plant things just yet, because cutting is going to be much more important right now. Okay, so we want to make sure we're gathering up all of the stone over here. Alright. There we go. Collect all that stone. We just need tons and tons of it, because we're going to be building stone houses. We're not going to even mess around with wood houses that will eventually just become extra work to take care of when you need to, like, repair them and stuff like that, which I'm pretty sure is a thing that happens. If not, I'm wasting my time, but I'm sure stone houses are better, just in general. Otherwise, there'd be no point to them. So, yeah, we're gonna build stone houses, is what I'm trying to say. We are low on food. Like, that's definitely the case, but as long as we don't have the little icon that says there's citizens without food, I think we're doing alright. Alright, so they cannot harvest it yet, I guess. Or are they? It looks like they are harvesting it, so alright, maybe work just implies that they will also harvest it when they're ready. I hope that's the case. Okay, we've gained another laborer. Let's set him to be a fisherman, because that's important. And look at this, another one of our stone houses is done, 2 more of our people, citizens, who are no longer without a roof over their head. And we've got a second house being built here. It is early autumn, so it is probably about time to harvest all of this stuff, and I would like to have a bigger supply of food built up for the winter than we do. So let's get even more people working as fishermen. Alright. Stone still being gathered, but we're still low on it because we are using it as soon as it's gathered. I'd like to build up a bit more of a stockpile than we have, but haven't been able to get around to it yet, because we can't stop production of houses or things like that. Let's chop down some more trees. We should probably do that across the river, maybe? Right here? and some right here. Get these chopped down. Any way we can get wood quickly, because that is certainly something we need. Okay, so yeah, the food supply is going up. That is for sure. And if it can go up to a few hundred, hopefully before winter comes and bogs us down, that'll be good. I don't think we should have anyone starve to death, because it looked like we were still producing at least some food along like in the winter time, and that was fine. We only had that one guy starve to death because we had just slightly too little food. But oh well, that's gonna happen. Such is life here in Pepland. Alright. No, don't do that. Is that too many rocks? Do I have too many, like, rocks set to be gathered where we're spending a lot of time on that? Maybe not. I mean, it's taking a long time, I think, but I think it's what we gotta do. We just need to keep gathering all this stuff. It'd be nice to get this house up and built. I don't know where all the stone is, like, instantly going when we gather it. Is it, okay, so no, that is going just straight into building this house, probably. And we have enough logs. We're starting to get a bit of a surplus of logs, which is important. And I think a thing that we can do that will help, I'll set our farmers, once late autumn is done, once they're done harvesting these pumpkins for the year, I will set them to be hunters and fishermen, because that'll be helpful, I think. How are these plums going? I think it takes a few years for those to get going, and we're in our second year right now. Luckily, we got them up and going right away. So it shouldn't be too long. We'll get a third hunter now, be at our max for the hunting jobs, and the farm field is fully finished. We'll keep one guy on farming, just because they work as laborers anyway when they can't farm. But look at that, we have 718 stored food. I think our food worries are at an end now that we have that farming thing. What else should we get? Can we get a gatherer's hut? Yeah, that's what we want. And we want to put it in our resource gathering hamlet area out here. So there we go. And let's get... should we get a house out here, maybe? Put a stone house out here. I mean, that would certainly help if the people who work out here moved into a house out here. So, let's put one stone house out there. Cool. We need to keep building houses anyway. We have a few citizens who are going to go through this winter having to share housing with someone else, basically. And that's not ideal. We don't want too many homeless people having to rely on other people's houses. It's just not a good thing. Okay, so winter's here. Our food supply is going back down now, but we have a full assortment of hunters going, and let's get even another fisherman for now. And when winter ends, we'll switch them, as I mentioned, to being farmers. Should we try get a second farm field going? Probably. That's probably a good idea. Can't imagine it's a bad idea to get a second farm field. So, let's get... should we put it where? Across from here? Well, okay, did I leave enough room for housing right here? Oh, I didn't. I was hoping I would, but I did not. I was one away from leaving enough room for housing. So, you know what? That's fine. Whoops. We are going to just turn this all into a farm field then. Oh, that's too small. No. Alright. We are going to then put a crop field across from that. Like right over here. Not quite there though. How about right here? We want it to be 10 by 10 at least. And actually that's all we can get. So yeah, 10 by 10. Two 10 by 10 crop fields I think should be a good thing. And so that is good. The reserve of food is getting low, but wow, yeah, that's going down actually way faster than I expected or hoped. What are our fishermen doing? Why are they not fishermaning? Okay, some of them are, at least. So hopefully they will get around to that. Look, hey look, the housing problem is fixed. We don't have anyone without a house now. Hopefully we won't go too long with people without food, because that would also be bad. I mean, we're cutting it pretty close. Our surplus of pumpkins is not where it needs to be. Also, do we have alright, that's stored medicine, stored clothes, coal, firewood, iron, and tools. Okay, so we should probably start getting some industry set up in our town. A herbalist gathers stuff. We have a gatherer's hut, but we don't have a herbalist yet. So let's put that in our resource gathering hub here. And yeah, the reason all of this is out here is just because this is where we're going to leave the forest and stuff pretty much untouched. And so it's going to be a good spot for our buildings, whereas over in the main area of the town, we are going to be chopping down trees for the most part, and doing stuff like that to make it, you know, like fill it with houses and industries, like blacksmiths and things like that. So this is going to be the more natural, wild outer area. At least that's the plan. Okay, so we've got a road. It will be a dirt road that we will build up to connect this and allow faster travel between our outer hamlet and our inner town. And yeah, that's all good. There's lots of deer over here. We should maybe have a second hunting area set up somewhere over here. We'll get around to it eventually. Alright, so look, our food is actually doing okay. When we got low on food, people started getting their butts in gear and producing it. And we've just had another person grow to an adult who is working as a laborer. We'll switch them to a farmer because farmers are the same as laborers in the winter anyway, and that's one less person we have to switch back to farming later on. How is construction coming here? And hey, look at this. The snow is melting, and that is a great time. I know that feeling. That is the feeling I have right now in real life, except for the fact that it just snowed again. And right on cue, there it is. It's the worst when that happens, when all the snow melts and you're like, yes, spring is here, and then it snows again. But I can see it. If I look out, I'm looking out my window right now, and it is melting and dripping off the roof, and that's a great sign. It's a great time of year, so full of hope and excitement in the real world as well as in Pepland. This is going to be a good year for us, I think. We've just had many people grow to work as laborers. and we will put them to be builders, and we will have lots of building projects and stuff that we're going to be working on. It'll be all good. We will get this little outer area here, I think, improved quite a bit, and we should get our woodcutters back to planting as well as chopping things down, because that'll be what we need to do long term. We can't just chop down all the trees. We need to replant them and conserve and things like that. All good things in the real world as well as in Banished. Okay, so how are the farms doing? We need to set this, and we will grow peppers here because we are growing pumpkins on the other one, and we are ready to have even more farmers. Don't have as many laborers right now, but we will set one of our fishermen to do that. How is this going? Still 0% yield. That's okay. It's growing, and I think those are probably getting close. If not this year at some point, then maybe within the next few years we should be ready to harvest them. And hopefully our crops of peppers and pumpkins will make it so that we don't drop so low on food when winter eventually comes around again. Alright, so these buildings are at least somewhat being worked on. It looks like we're gathering up a decent bit of material and things like that for them. And once we get this outer hamlet built and we can start pumping in resources, that's going to speed things up a lot. It's taking a long time now because these are kind of far from everything and it's taking a while to build them. But once we get them built, then all of our building will be being done in here next to the stockpiles, and we should have a constant flow of resources in, ideally, if we're doing it right. And then we'll be able to put them to use much quicker. What is this? Oh, our fuel limit is 200. We should increase that a bit. Put it to 300. There we go. Actually, you know what? Let's double it to 400. 400 fuel is going to be our limit. It's something we're doing with our logs that isn't building, which can be a bit bad, especially when we're so low on logs. But that's okay. We'll chop down more trees. We have people to do that anyway. So we'll harvest some more of these trees. We're going to slowly work our way down on this little area in between the rivers. At least to this hill here. Our main central town area is going to be right in this big area that's in screen right now. And I think that's a great location, to be honest, for our central town. So that's good. We've got 4 children right now. So, oh, look at the peppers. Nice. So they will be becoming adults soon. Hopefully people will start settling down and having a bunch of kids that will eventually become a bunch of adults, but then again, we can't have that happen before we're ready for it. Okay, well, should we get another farmer? And maybe one little less fishing going on, a little more farming, since we can only farm during this time. And it looks like they're harvesting peppers and the pumpkins, and look at our food, it just dropped a bunch. But it should be skyrocketing, I would think, in the next little bit. And, alright, we've had another person grow up. We can set them to be, should we set them to be a fisherman again? Replace the one that we lost there. And okay, now that we've got all of this harvested, we will get these guys spread out a little bit more. There we go. Okay. And perfect. Zoom out. Let's see. How's the little hamlet doing? Do we have? Oh no, we're out of tools. That's a problem, isn't it? All right, we need. blacksmith to create tools and stuff. And let's set that right here. There we go. And we'll continue this road out, extend it a little bit farther, right there. Perfect. Alright, so that will be our blacksmith. We're going to pause the building of this house, this gatherer's hut, and this herbalist until we get that done. Meanwhile, we probably are going to need some more stone and iron, because we need to make tools out of them. So, grab the stone and stuff that's over here, and we will grab the iron that's all around us here on our little area, our little island. So there we go. Okay. That'll be good. I think we have enough people working on all of this stuff. At least I hope we do. The farmers are slowly becoming laborers now. Oops. Okay, what's going on with this orchard now? Are we ready to harvest it soon? Oh, there's no citizens working it. Huh. Okay, so I guess we need to keep the farmers so that they can still work the orchard. I guess that's important. Alright, we can get our woodcutter to be a laborer because we were at our limit for fuel. Actually, no, we weren't. So, I thought it said we were at our limit, but we are not. But yeah, we need more tools, really. So this blacksmith getting done is pretty much main priority, and we need to set someone to do that when we get a chance. Alright, we've got plenty of fishermen, I think, because look at our food. Our food supply for this winter is off the charts. This is the most food we have had. Our average health is very low, though. We should probably get some medicine going. Alright. The herbalist, yeah. We want that to be out here, right? I think. Yeah. Alright, once we get the blacksmith done and built, which is very soon, okay, we should start working on things like this gatherer's hut and herbalist, because, yeah, they really are gonna need... Oops. Alright, don't want to follow you anymore. We're really gonna need those to be done because we need medicine, which I think is the reason for the health of our citizens being so low, is that we have no medicine. Now, hopefully, yeah, the blacksmith is getting to work, pumping out tools from all the iron and stone and wood that we are gathering for him. And yeah, we're hovering low on pretty much all our resources, but we are above zero, and that's the main thing right now, I think. Just keeping that above zero and getting through another winter. We are in the middle of winter right now, but it looks like maybe it's coming to the end of it. These buildings are taking forever, but they will eventually be getting done, I think. And that should be soon. Everyone's just out of tools, really. Blacksmith really needs to, yeah, really needs to get to work there.